Be the glue. Hi, welcome to another episode of Mastermind Bites. My name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I help others unlock potentials and guide them to succeed. Today on Mastermind Bites, I get to feature another incredible individual. And the reason why I have this show is because over the last few years, I've been very lucky to meet some amazing people, some masters of their skill sets, get to hear their stories, learn from them, and then also take these stories and apply them to our daily lives and our business lives, and which is why I want to share it with all of you. Now, today I get to feature the amazing Kevin Lowe. Now, being from Edmonton, Alberta, I am a person who is just absolutely ecstatic when I get to feature some Edmonton Oilers because I've grown up watching them, I've grown up cheering for them, and to meet some of my idols, to meet some of my heroes has been absolutely amazing. And Kevin Lowe is one of those people that I found absolutely amazing to meet because he's so down to earth, so friendly, so willing to engage in conversation, and it was just a lot of fun getting to know him, getting to meet him, and hearing him speak. Now, he is the first of a lot of things for the Edmonton Oilers. He was the very first person to get drafted by the Oilers. He was the first person to score for the Oilers in the NHL, and he's also the person who's played the most games as an Oiler, and he's been involved with the Oilers for decades. He went from a player to a coach to GM to hockey operations to president to vice chair, and the list goes on and on and on. And he has so many other accomplishments. He has 5 Stanley Cup rings with the Edmonton Oilers and then another one with the New York Rangers. And there's not a lot of people in the NHL history who's ever even gotten 5 Stanley Cups, let alone 6. So he's in the upper echelon of people who's been able to win the Stanley Cup. And there's a reason, because where he goes, leadership goes, and he's just an amazing leader. He's able to bring in that group. And why did I say be the glue? Because he is the glue for a lot of teams that's won championships. And when you listen to lots of interviews and people who share stories, they always go back to say, wow, Kevin Lowe was the guy that got us all together, got us fighting for each other, got us playing for each other. So he was that glue for a lot of those teams. He's been involved with the Olympics, won 3 gold medals. He's also been an NHL All-Star 7 times. He's also inducted in the Hockey Hall of Fame recently, and he's a Canada Cup winner. He's just so accomplished when it comes to hockey, but he's also involved with so many things outside of hockey that made Edmonton such a better place to be in because of Kevin Lowe. So aside from all that, he's done a lot of other great things, and he has so many great life lessons that we can all take from, because he has a great successful career on and off the ice. And 5 of those lessons I want to share with you is, number 1, the importance of family and hard work. Number 2 is you have to play to win. Number 3, giving back to the community. Number 4, make others better. And then number 5, building relationships is key to everything. So going back to number 1, he was brought up in a family that really valued hard work, and that's why he worked so hard on his craft. He worked so hard when he was working for his father at the time, and he's just done so much stuff that allows him to elevate his game again and again. From a very early time, he knew he was not going to be that elite player. He knew he was not going to be that goal scorer. He knew he wasn't going to be that player that's overly talented, but he also knew that he has the work ethic. He knew he could outwork somebody else. He knew he could put his heart on the line. He knew he could put his body on the line to become that hard worker that everybody knows him for. And that's truly what he's done. And that's what kept him in the game for so long. It was his hard work. And when he worked hard, you can tell that his game elevates every single time. Now, we can always put that into our daily lives because we all need to work hard. If we don't work hard, nothing happens. So that's something that I thought was very important. Number 2 is you play to win. Back in those days with the Oilers and the heydays of the 80s, every single person that you've talked to, they all did not play for individual stats. They all played for the game, for the team, for the win. And Kevin Lowe was the epitome of that. He knew he wasn't going to score those big goals. He knew he wasn't going to score many goals, but he knew he wanted to play to win. And he changed the game for a lot of players. When the thing is, there's a situation that the team was kind of down or the motivation wasn't there, he was the one who elevated the game. He was the one that changed his game so that it brought everybody in to play harder, to be inspired, and to be even more committed to that game when he's able to do that extra step more. He would come up with that big block on that tough shot. He will be the one that drives the puck up the rink. He will be the one that played extra hard, that big hit. And the thing is, it's not for those stats. He played to elevate everybody else, which is absolutely incredible because of his work ethic, which we talked about at the very first lesson there. But even for somebody who was not playing for statistics and all that stuff, he was still a person who's a plus 200. He scored over 500 goals, and he just has that passion to win because he played to win. And when you play to win, you don't want to lose. You don't want to be that person that goes, oh no, what did I do wrong and all kind of stuff. So you always want to play to win. And in fact, one of the jokes that he's always talked about was that people go, well, so what happens when you lose, and how come you play to win so many times? Well, because that's simple. When we win, we get to go out and hang out and have some beers and have fun. And if we lose, then we have to do a back skate. We have to go meet up with the coach again. So we don't want that. So we're going to play to win so that we could have fun and drink beer after the game. So I thought that was kind of neat. So always, always, always play to win. Number 3, always give back to the community. Kevin Lowe has done so much for the community of Edmonton, and he's one of those people that made so much of a great difference to the community itself because he knew the value of giving back. This was something that he attributed to Glenn Sather when he first joined the league. Glenn Sather basically told the group that, hey, this is your home. And when you are able to impact the people in your community, impact the people in your city, impact the people in your home, then you'll get more support. You'll be able to feel part of that family. You'll feel part of that city. And the more that you're part of it, the better you will play, the more heart you have into it, the more passion you have. And sure enough, he hasn't stopped doing that. He's still very involved with the community. And he finds that extra little spark when he's able to connect with people one-on-one or connect with a community and listen to their stories and see where they're at. And it really makes him part of their family, makes it feel like he's part of that home. And when he's doing that, he feels more committed to the team. He's more committed to the city, and he plays harder, and more people are more supportive of him and all kind of stuff. So when you give back to the community, it comes back tenfold, whether it's from support or from just the help and the passion from everybody else. Giving back to the community is something he's embodied. And when people talk about his hockey accolades, people also talk about how much he gives back to the community. And that's something that everybody really admires and gives a lot of credit to Kevin Lowe for. Number 4 is he makes other people better. He's not the person, again, that scores lots of goals. He's that defensive defenseman. But still, he was able to elevate everybody else's game. He was able to make everybody else look better. And going back to the second thing where he played to win, when the game is down, he was the one that elevates his game. Once he elevates his game, he inspires everybody else around him. And then everybody else becomes better because he made them better. He's able to rein in so many different personalities. He was the glue of all the teams that he was a part of. And because he was that glue, everybody else followed his lead. Yes, you still had the Gretzky's, the Messiers, the Paul Coffeys, but even with that much talent, they still gravitated to Kevin Lowe's leadership because he made them even better. He made them even stronger. He made them play like a team. He was the glue that binds everything together. And just like in hockey, he is the glue in the community as well. So he became the glue. He made everybody better. He elevated everybody else's game. He's elevated everybody else's performance and elevated opportunities as well. So he made everybody better. And if we can make the people around us better, it follows suit. But there's more success. There's more results. Number 5, relationship building is absolutely key to a lot of success. And for him, he's one of those people who asks a lot of questions. He's built a lot of great relationships. And regardless of him being a player, being one of the more marquee players on the team, he was still giving time to the staff. He was still giving time to the people who work for him. He was still giving time to the broadcasters, the newscasters, and all kinds of stuff. He built relationships with everybody. He found time to really get to know who they are. Found time to find out what they like, what they did, their families, and all kinds of stuff. And that's why he was so good with the community as well, because he wanted to understand those people's stories. He wanted to build those relationships. And the funny thing is, ever since he's been retired, so many of those people has come up, written letters, and and really pushed for him to get inducted into Hockey Hall of Fame. And after 20 years, he was absolutely bombarded with so much support. And because of all those relationships that he's built throughout the entire of all those years. And after 20 years, sure enough, he got inducted into Hockey Hall of Fame. And in fact, he just got inducted this year. And there were so many people that came out in support of him because of what a great person he is, how great a relationship builder he was, and he just keeps on going and going. In fact, there was actually, I believe there was more alumni who showed up to this one than any other retirement ceremony that was at the Edmonton Oilers games. So he was a great relationship builder. So going back to those 5 lessons, number 1 is the importance of family and hard work. You have to work hard in order to be successful. Number 2, you play to win, elevate everybody else's game. Number 3, giving back to the community, making that community your home, and then becoming passionate in helping other people. Number 4, make people better, make others around you better, elevate their game by leading by example, be that glue that allows everybody to gravitate to. And then finally, number 5, build those relationships and having that time for other people around you and understanding them, understanding their stories, and having that genuine care for each other, and then build that relationship, because you never know where those relationships are going to go. So those are the 5 main lessons I got from the great Kevin Lowe. I really enjoyed talking to him and listening to all his talks, and just watching him play, how hard of a worker he was, what kind of warrior he was. And I could tell he's that when it comes to business and also working with the community as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode on Kevin Lowe. And if you like this episode, please go back and watch some of my other episodes on Mastermind Bites. And if you like Mastermind Bites, well, we have the Peak Potential Success Show, the Unlocking Your Mind Behind Make More Work Less, and of course, the Make More Mind Bites that's up every single week. So thank you very much for your likes, subscriptions, your comments. I love seeing those comments. And until next time, today is the day to unlock your peak potential. We'll see you later.